Hi, this is the walkthrough of the Daily Telegraph prize crossword from Saturday the 30th of Jan 2021. We'll start with the clues across. We'll start with one across. The car of your dreams. So this is a car, as in a railway car actually, where you might have a dream because you can sleep in it. It's a sleeper car. So that's one across. And then we've got five across. Approachable female appears in a moral tale. F for female. A moral tale could be a fable. And if you put another F in there for female, you get affable, which is obviously a word that means approachable. 9 across, parking, so P for parking, arranged at a price, so an anagram of at a price after, meaning for each person, and it's going to be an anagram, and it's going to be per capita. 10 across, leader in congregation cut chat short. Well, chat could be if you rabbit on, and if you cut that short, get rid of the end, you get rabbi, which is obviously a religious leader for a congregation. 11 across, strained decimal point. Yeah, I think this is going to mean strained of a fashion. If something's in decimals, you could say it's in tens, comes in tens, and then the point could just be, we'll point at the compass, E, and that gives us intense. If things are strained, they might be intense. 12 across, plan announced for man on board. And this isn't a chess man, but it is a game on boards. A plan, you could say, is a draft. And drafts, obviously, or a draft is a counter on in that game. 13 across, Guy Busby Brown making this cocktail. We just have to split this up. A guy is a man. A Busby is a type of hat. And brown can mean tan, and put that together you get Manhattan, which is a cocktail. 16 across. Notice it being shut in day before. So notice is an ad. The day before can be an eve, New Year's Eve or whatever. And if you escape, you evade, so ad going in eve. 17 across, seconds, so that's going to be S for seconds. Brought in Waller, perhaps. Well, it's going to be Fats Waller, that's the only Waller I know. Put the S for seconds in and you get fasts, which means somebody doesn't eat. 18 across, corporation accepting revised dates after some delay. Well, it's a revised date, so it's an anagram of day going in a word for corporation. But corporal as in like, fat or whatever. So I think it's going to be belly here, with dates going in, and we get belatedly, which means after some delay. 21 across, rat's head is R, and then Olivia cooked, so an anagram of Olivia, food parcels, a relatively easy one this, ravioli. 22 across, good to follow advice, so G for good, and if you follow advice you listen, and you stick that together and you get glisten, which means to shine. 25 across, social need at regular intervals to get sloshed. It's just the regular letters of social need. If we look at them, the even ones, it's O-I-L-E-D. If you get oiled, you get sloshed. 26 across, Spectre to supply, so an anagram of Spectre to, documents as Bon Macy, top secret. And then 27 across, remote southern mortgage company. So S for southern, and a mortgage company could be a lender. And I suppose if you put those together, you get slender. And if something's got remote chances, slender odds, remote odds maybe. 28 across, renowned as impotent. Well, if you're impotent, you are not able, and you stick that together and you get notable, which means renowned. Okay, let's go on the down ones. So, thus PM, so thus can mean so, and then PM defends his, so takes his in to defend it maybe, and you get sophism, which is a specious argument. Bird with taste for fish, Ruth wants no starter, so Ruth can be a word which means regret perhaps, and you get no starter to that, get rid of the R of regret, and you get an egret, which is a fish-eating bird. And then 3 down, creature devouring rook. So R for rook from chess. Creature devouring it, as a general term, could be a pawn maybe. And we get prawn for crustacean. 4 down, clobber, river people. So river, it could be the R. And then people invading small island. Well, small island in the river can be an 8, AIT. We get those in the sort of southeast on the Thames, I think. And stick men in there, we get raiment for clothing or clobber. 5 down, like this one. Adult with a young man dressed at last in rubber. So adult is A, young man is a lad. Dressed at last, so the last letter of dressed is D. And then in. And then the rubber, obviously, is in somebody who, Aladdin rubbed the lamp, didn't he? So that's the rubber we're looking for there. And 6 down, the last word. So the last word is amen. In unchanging time, so if something's unchanging, it might be firm, and then T for time. The last word going in gives us firmament, which is a sort of biblical name for, the heavens and space. 7 down, new arrival's a baby. £1,000 is a grand. A baby grand obviously is a piano, which is an instrument. 8 down, message left in eastern skiing area. So Peast is a skiing area, and eastern could be E, and then L going in for left gives us epistle. Very kind of biblical theme this week. 14 down, architect. So an architect, I think in this case is going to be Nash. Horrible is vile. About large, L for large going in. And country home, it's the home of country music, isn't it? Nashville. So that's where we go for that. And then 15 down, 3 cod ends after sailor vanished. So this is going to be, sailor is going to be ab, and then 3 cod ends, so it's the anagram of cod ends after ab, and it's going to be absconded for vanished. 17 down, hide debts, making one angry. So debts are always IOUs. Hide in this case is going to be fur IOUs, or furious for angry. 18 down, make second-rate celebrity. That could be a B-lister, I suppose. And a blister, like a blister pack, is a bubble, isn't it? 19 down, bowling succeeded breaking 2 stumps. So it's an anagram for, so it means bowling. Succeeded is S, maybe on a family tree. And then breaking 2 stumps, so 2 stumps, 2 limbs are going to be leg, and then a pin. You can use pin, on these. She's got good pins or whatever, so you stick that around that and you get leg spin. 20 down, get drunk with zany. So it's an anagram of get and zany together for a banker. Well, something with banks, i.e. a river, and the river we're looking for is the Yangtze. 23 down, awkward person originally. So person originally is the P of person, the first letter, held in one trap. So that's going to be one, and a trap could be a net. So P going in one net gives us inept for awkward. And then the final one, pulse in broth that needs a stir. So it's an anagram of broth that means a pulse, and it's going to be throb. So there we go. Another week in lockdown done, and another crossword done. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again.